Hi, blessings everyone. This is Yanni, the only LOCologist. This is just a quick intro before I post part 3 first, and in a few days part 4 of me answering the questions you guys sent to me a few weeks ago, I think it's like a month ago. Anyway, I want to apologize for the last video I posted. I listened to it. A lot of you were telling me about a crackling noise. Just to be clear, it was not Jimmy, it was me. You guys know when I talk, I move my hands a lot. And we had the mic on, and it's I'm not wearing the mic right now. I'm speaking loud. Hopefully you guys can hear me. It's a very powerful mic. So I didn't have any plastic on me or anything. It's just from me moving my hand with my bracelet. It picks up everything. Okay, so I really apologize for that. I wanted to delete it, but I get most of you got the gist of that video talking about how I keep my hair healthy from the inside out. I'm going to do over the video, not as long. I'm going to break it up as time goes on in the future and just post each thing that I talked about in shorter videos. So people who missed it, you can get, and more detailed also, like talking about the importance of B12 for your mental state, the vitamin D, how important it is to keep your immune system up and how it helps with depression, speaking from experience. So I'm going to go into more detail. Okay, so again, I really apologize. It was not Jimmy. A lot of people thought it was Jimmy. Enjoy. Now you're going to watch the rest of as I said, me answering To Loc Questions part 3, and in a few days, part 4 is going to be posted. All the new subscribers, thank you. Way more videos are going to be coming, way more content. And Jimmy and I are going on an adventure, and we want to share it with you guys. Video journal. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be crazy. All right. I hope everyone is staying healthy. I hope you're all taking care of yourselves, drinking your water, watching your stress levels so you stop fussing, stop being obsessed over your hair, and just take care of yourself during these tough times. Your mental, psychological, emotional, physical, spiritual state in these hard times. Okay. I wish everyone the best. Be blessed. See you guys in a few weeks. I'll be posting the dates on when we start back working and when we start taking new clients. Be blessed. Ashe. Okay, so the next question is from Gabrielle Lynn. Okay, a lot of these questions are a little bit repetitive, which is fine. I've been debating on buying Dr. Bronner's soap. I've heard a couple of people mention that the soap leaves residue on the hair. Have you or your king had experienced this? Yes, it's not residue. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Remember, just to reiterate, this video is a little different. A lot of things are going to be repeated, right? I've said this a few minutes ago. I'll say it again. Dr. Bronner's doesn't leave residue. It shows up the residue you had in your hair from when you were putting product in your hair. Dr. Bronner's is it's not even a shampoo. It's a soap. Dr. Bronner's was meant for washing clothes and washing for people who have sensitive skin. That product is all like Methuselah, it's all like dirt. That's been around since. In fact, they diluted this shit now. Back in the day, Dr. Bronner's was very thick. Based on your age, tell you how old I am. Look back. If you're using Dr. Bronner's, remember how thick that thing. It was thick and like slimy. You didn't need a lot of it, all right? It doesn't have residue. That's why when you shower with it, a lot of people shower with it. When you're done, I'll explain what I mean. Forget about your hair for a second. You guys call it body washes. There's certain body washes like Carefree, the store-bought ones, not the ones you buy from like a herbalist or something. And when you're done, your skin feeling nice and, I call it slimy, not slimy in a bad way, like slippery, silky, right? That's the residue that causes that. Right, so basically they put all these products in it to keep it nice and moisturized. So when you're done, you're all slippery. Now in Trinidad, and I know my Trinity's like, oh my God, she's so Trinity. If you're poor, I was poor and I'm proud to admit it. We used to bathe or shower. When Trinity say bathe, we don't mean it in a bathtub. We mean by a standpipe. Classic. Anyway. Your mother sent you to wash your butt, wash your ass, whatever. And sometimes you're so poor you can't afford the store-bought soap. You bought something called, like, oh shit, she Trini. Yes, blue soap. It looked like a brick. You go in any Trini place and it's used to wash white clothes, right? It literally, the soap is blue. I think we have one in the back, right? The soap is literally blue. when you wash with blue soap, oh my God, because unlike the soaps you buy like Irish Spring and all that stuff, that when you're done, your skin still feels nice and soothy, the blue soap removes all the oils off your body. So by the time, and based on your complexion, by the time you dry, you so white looking, all the ashiness came out. That's the same ashiness you see on your hair. That's the same concept, but that's the same thing that the Dr. Bronner's do. It strips all that oil that was put into your hair when you were getting your hair done. So just to make this, to say this, Dr. Bronner's is anti-residue. It doesn't create residue, it shows the residue up. If your hair, you just started your locks, or your locks has never had product in it, like my hair is down to my butt, right? It's never had product in it, just oil my scalp. And I use Dr. Bronner's. When I wash my hair, I don't have that problem because it's not pulling anything up. It doesn't show anything. But if you've been getting your hair done, or you're doing it yourself, whoever, and you have all that residue in, and then they put you under the dryer, all that build up from products, they put you under the dryer, they bake it off, the Dr. Bronner strips it, and now that's what happens, right? Unfortunately, it's like I said it before, it's a necessary evil. It is going to pass in time. What you can do is, don't oil your locks, because I know you're thinking, well, okay, how do we fix it? Don't oil your locks, because now you're adding more shit back. Remember, oil just goes in your hair. What you do, which helps a lot, get the rose, and I'll talk about, for people asking me about the rose water, if you're allergic to it, but if you're not, get the rose water, pick your oil. You could use either jojoba, some people say jojoba. I like to use vitamin E oil, argan oil, a spray bottle. I don't have it. You see, I'm looking around, right? Sorry guys, I haven't been doing hair in like a month, so all my shit all over the place. You guys see me with a spray bottle all the time. Half rose water, half the oil you want to, not coconut oil, don't use that. Half the oil you want to use, shake and spray, right? Why you do not want to spray water on your hair, water dries out. Rose water is not water. Water is only water when it's just water. H2O, right? 1 hydrogen, 2 oxygen. H2O. Pure water. Once you put something in water, the chemistry changes. If you put roses in it, it becomes rose water. No, I do not know what the new chemistry is. I only know that much, the H2O part in chemistry. I was sleeping in chemistry class a lot, but I know the basics. Right. Rose water has been used since Egyptian times. People use it if you have sensitive skin. It's a skin tone. It keeps the skin moist. The rose petals is what keeps the moisture. It breaks down that harshness in the water. Right, by adding your oil to it, and I know oil and water still would not mix, that's why you have to shake the bottle a little bit. You do that, you don't need to douse your hair with it, and this is for a question somebody's going to ask anyway, right? How often do you spray that in your hair? That depends on your discretion. I am the laziest person when it comes to my hair, as I explained before in several of my videos and a few minutes ago. I use that rose water in my hair, like I could go 2 months before, like, oh shit, we got rose water. That's it, because my hair is always covered. That rose water, it doesn't make your hair grow, it's for moisture, all right? If you're doing the right things, have your hair covered and all of that, and you spray that once a week, you'll be fine. You're not doing it to drenching. A couple of mists, squirts, gently massage it into the hair. It's good. In time, the oil and the rose water is going to shield the residue thing, okay? Good. And I really hope that information helps. I hope all this thing I'm giving you guys helps. All right. So, Gabrielle, you can go ahead with your Dr. Bronner's. As I said before, just don't use it often. Okay. Stop putting product in your hair because you will still have it popping up. That's, you know, little bit by little bit. But the Dr. Bronner's does help. All right. But it has a tendency of drying out. Remember what I said about the blue soap? Trinis, you all remember that. Shit, I still use blue soap for my white clothes. So, that's a powerful soap. All right. So the next question is Luna 350 ml. Is oiling your scalp really necessary if you do not have an issue with dryness? Because I do not use oil at all. I just use Castile soap, which is Dr. Bronner's. It's Castile soap and plain rose water. Luna, you don't get in points from me right there. Will the lack of oil be damaging to my locks in the long run? You know why I took this girl's question? Because she's asking a question which is so It's cool in a way because she's like my hair twin. She ain't doing shit to hair here, and I love it. Luna, no, you don't have to oil your hair. Your hair is just like mine. So if you have a type of scalp, it's not really the hair, type of scalp or hair too, that is not dry, oil your scalp when you feel like it. And you don't have to conform or feel like doing the most, right? I told you guys I oil my scalp like once a month. So Luna, no, you keep doing what you're doing. Seriously, whatever you're doing right now, from just reading your little question, times to keeping it short, keep doing it. Okay, sis? All right? You don't need, seeing that you do not have a dry scalp issue, then you don't need a lot of oils. Okay? You will be fine. All right? And that's it. Just remember, don't use the Dr. Bronner's / Castile soap too often. Okay? You'll be fine, sis. So for those of you that don't have a dry scalp issue, you don't have to oil that often. The trick is covering your hair, drinking a lot of water, keep your moisture on the inside. It extends to the hair. And pick one oil. You all know my go-to oil is castor oil. I'm going to talk about that later on. Okay, so the next question is from Catherine Jordan. Blessings, Yanni. I just want you to know, how often should I give my locks a hot oil treatment? And what oil is best? Should you rinse it afterwards? Okay, so she wants to know how often she should do a hot oil treatment and what is the best. Okay, and should she rinse it? So that's like 3 little questions there. My clients, for the ones who've been with me for years, as I said, they only see me, only when they see us, they wash up their hair. And when I'm done with the clients, and my clients see me once every 3-4 months, so they haven't washed their hair during that time period. When we see them, they always, rainstorm or hail, they get a hot oil treatment. I rather, you really don't have to do it. My point is, you really don't have to do it that often. You could do your hot oil treatment when you wash your hair. Jimmy. Yeah. Come and check and make sure this thing is running. He's in the bedroom, so you have to check. Yeah. Do a hot oil treatment when it's still good. Thank you. All right. So do a hot oil treatment when you wash your hair, whenever that time is. All right. If you could space it out, even better. Okay. No, you do not want to wash your hot oil treatment out your hair. And I'll explain what that means. I know back in the day, again, you guys are thinking about perms when you went back to your, perms, TCB and all that, and they treat your hair and all of that, and they put the hot oil treatment and put the shower cap on your hair, and then they put you back on the dry, and then they rinse all that stuff out. That's a perms, right? When it comes to locks, and because you could make your own hot oil treatment, you don't have to buy one. You put a few, that's the only time you want to put a few oils. All right, or if you just want to use your one oil, you just put a few oils in the same applicator bottle I showed earlier. Put it in like a pot of hot water, and even though it says hot oil, it doesn't mean actually hot. Test it like a baby bottle on your hand. It's really supposed to be warm, and then apply it to the scalp. You do not want to wash it out because that defeats the purpose. I explain this to clients. Hot oil treatment is like a vitamin or food. Why do we eat food? For not just because we're hungry or greedy, you eat food for nutrients, all right? So when you eat a meal, you put all these nutrients in your body. When you finish eating the meal, you don't stick your finger down your throat and throw the meal back up. That's the same thing with washing the hot oil treatment out. You leave it in there, it stays in your tummy, so all your proteins, your ions, all of that could go all through your body and make you healthy. You put the hot oil treatment in your hair, you leave it in there. You don't rinse that out. When I give my clients a hot oil treatment, it stays in there until I see them again. There's a few that might do a hot oil treatment in between. They don't even wash. They just, like, let's say, seeing that an average client sees us once every 3-4 months. So if it's a 4-month client, in between smack dab every 2 months, like, because they know when they come, I'll do it. So that 2 months time, they put it in, then 2 months later, they see me. All right? And that's it. And some just wait till they see me. Me, again, see that I don't wash. I think I must do a hot oil treatment like once a year. Half the time I forget to do it. You know, they say the shoemaker have like the worst shoes. I just, when it comes to my hair, like I just really forget to do it. But if I do remember, I will put a hot oil treatment in my hair when I wash my hair, which is 2 to 3 times a year. Okay. And as I said, you do not wash the nutrients out, but you just put nutrients in. Why would you want to wash it out? All right. So I hope for Catherine Jordan, I hope that answers your question. All right. So we're going good so far. This is a lengthy video. Okay. So for the row, she asks 2 questions. Is it possible to wash locks too often? And what's my thoughts on extensions? Okay, yes, it is possible to wash your hair too often. That's why I say you should space it out. All right, because just really quick, you're going to dry your scalp. You're going to dry your hair out. Some of you have crunchy, crispy hair, and it's because you're overwashing it. You're stripping your hair of its natural oils. We black this people, period, we secrete our own oils from the sebaceous glands, right? And do remember your hair grows from your skin. Okay? So if you're constantly stripping that, what do you think? That's why so many of you hair is so crunchy. So there is such a thing. I've met clients who say they were washing their hair like twice a week. Well, you know, it was feeling dry, so I washed it. That, you guys hear me say this again, it's counterproductive. If it's feeling dry and washing it dries it out, you understand? So you're not even allowing your body to create its own oils and to do what it does. You're just stripping it constantly. So yes, for the it is a thing. There is such a thing as overwashing your hair. All right? My views, and I like how you said that, my view on extensions over locks. These are my view. No. I know if you want to do it, go right ahead. Whoever is watching this, go right ahead. I've reached a point where I've learned, like, let's let people do what they want to do. But for the folks who, don't let nobody convince you that locks need protective styles. They put these words and they make you think that you need it, and you don't. The LOCS is the protection. That's like having perfect teeth and you put braces over it. Somebody will look at you like you're fucking crazy. Like, did you have a full set? And I know, because I had to get my teeth fixed after brain surgery, so I have a lot of dental work. I'll talk about that in a whole separate video. I paid buku money for this smile, right? But you know people who, like, every time they smile, they're like a crest kid. Like, damn, you got some nice teeth. So you go to work with, and you see your coworker with that perfect teeth, and then she had on braces. You look at like she batshit crazy. Like, that's the same thing as putting faux locks or box braids or all of that over your locks. Again, you become a slave to this thing. Why grow locks to be free when you're putting something that needs more maintenance? So you guys are doing. I have to go back to what the Rasta comment, the Rastafarian left a couple of days ago. He said, when did the lock community become so convoluting, so obsessed? It hurts me. I'm like, what? When I see, and I know some people do good work, but I'm like, why though? Now, if you have loose hair and you want to put braids, when I had my loose, what you call loose natural, I was queen of braids because I never like combing my hair, right? But why would I want to put something over something that's already perfect, right? Because believe me, each one of you that have locks, your locks is perfect. The imperfections is what makes it perfect, right? So many of you have problems because you suffer with something called lock envy. That's why I don't show my hair often, right? Because even when I posted a video with my hair, with Jimmy doing the curls, people like, oh my God, I want my locks thick like yours. That's like me telling somebody, oh my God, I wish my nose I had a nose bridge, which I don't. See, I have none. I have to keep doing this. I have to stick my glasses in my hair because my glasses always slip. I don't have a nose bridge. I'm okay with my puggy nose. You understand what I'm saying? So you guys have lock envy, and this is off topic from what you said, sis. This is not about your question. I'm just rambling on. You guys know this is how I am. So a lot of you have lock envy, and when it's somebody on the street, oh my God, man, how your hair look like that? But I use so and so, and you go home and use it. Or what did you, and you put the extensions because there are videos of people and you're like that, you know what, I'm going to do that. Why? Start your locks and let it do what it does. If you know you don't have that patience, then stay with the type of hair you had before you decide to start locks. Whether it was a perm, whether it was weave, you know what? At the end of the day, your money paid for that. That is your hair. That is your right. Then keep what you had before. Don't let anybody dog you for having whatever hair you choose. The lock community could be like a cult sometimes, right? And that's why I've had people who tell me this is my 4th or 5th lock journey. I'm like, what? Unless it's a medical problem, like the sister who said that she had DHD, the hormonal imbalance, or cancer, or me who had brain surgery. How you starting your lock so many times? I mean, I know, but like that's a lot. How you didn't get that right the first time? Because you're constantly obsessed. Your videos are good and they could be bad. That's why I'm very, very adamant on what I say and what I produce. Whether you like me or not, you're going to get the truth. I'm careful on what I'm saying because people are going to follow anything. That's anything. That thing called subscribers or following. Wow. So-and-so of LOCS have a big following, so she must be saying, or he must be saying something good. I go in and follow it. Did it apply to you? No, it didn't. Maybe what the person is doing for their hair or that client works for that person. It does not apply. That's why when I say something, it's a general statement, okay? So no, do not. If my view on it is no. It's no. And not only that, when you put, most of the times you put hair over your locks, protective styles or whatever, that's done with braids type hair. You know, the braids you get in the pack, and then the Africans take it out and they flip it and they comb it out and then they, right. I think it's called Kenkalon or something like that. That is synthetic. What do you think that's going to do to you? So if you had nice, thick locks, no matter what length it is, and that synthetic is rubbing because it's braided in, because I've seen people do it, and they braided in. By the time you remember back in the day when women, when we braid our hair, we took that braids out, how much hair shed? So what did it really protect? That's some food for thought, okay? So no, I would not. But again, at the end of the day, you guys want to do it, knock yourself out. I've gotten to a point where I'm like, listen, do whatever you want to do. Your money paying for it. You're just not giving me the money to do it because I'm not doing it, no matter what you offer me. All right, so trying to be real, that's the person's YouTube name. Good day, Queen. Can you speak on how health issues impact the growth of our hair? I am 7 years locked, waist length, and live in Texas, super dry atmosphere. I am 50, hypothyroid, weightless surgery 7 years ago. All of this contribute to malabsorption of nutritional vitamins from food and hair thinning, hypothyroidism, etc. I supplement with protein shakes, but is there more that I can do? Thank you for your time. Sis, I pray health. I speak health over you. That is a video I'm going to do separately. In fact, I'm going to do that in a few days. I'm going to bring out a few, if you want to call it supplements, right? Because once you hear supplements, you know it's not FDA approved. I'm going to bring out some stuff that I have suggested, I use for myself, but some that I have suggested with clients with hypo and hyper, MS, HIV. We have every type of clients. So I'm going to tackle your question alone in a separate video that I was planning anyway. And that's for people with any type of pre-medical condition, underlying health issue, on that, like she said, certain health issues, and just taking the medication alone, it does affect the nutrients being absorbed into your body. So it would have an adverse effect on your hair. All right, so that's a whole separate video. Please stay healthy. Lady from Texas, trying to be real is your name. Thanks for the question. Great question. And what I will tell you though, God, there's so much I want to tell you. What I would tell you though is stay hydrated. All right. I know the protein shakes is not enough. You need to go a little deeper than that. And I need you to do research on stuff like vitamins, not that store-bought Centrum multi, but not that shit. No, like I'm going to post the links when I do that feature video, like how important vitamin D is, how important B12 is. I would have to do my research. I know B7. If you have hypo, you cannot take B7, which is in biotin, which helps hair to grow also. But if you have thyroid problems, you can't take B7, but I think you can take B12. But sis from Texas, I suggest you do your research and find, because seeing that you had weight loss surgery, and once you do that, I have had quite a few clients that has gastric bypass or the belt or the band or whatever. They were like huge, and then they came down smaller than me, so I'm jealous. They look amazing. And it did have an effect on their hair, because you're talking about your stomach was this size, they bring it down to this size, so you're eating way less, so you're not getting your correct nutrients. Even to somebody like me that never had weight loss surgery, I personally think the food we eat, we still don't get, as we reach a certain age, we don't get enough of the nutrients, the minerals and vitamins we need. We need to supplement it with, we need to add supplements to it. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to do a whole video on that. Okay, I got you. Just give me a couple of days. All right, sis? Stay healthy. All right, you're in my prayers, and I'm claiming a healing over you. Ashe. All right. Okay, so Roxanne Dustin Harvey said, I am very acne prone. Is there an oil you recommend that will be less aggravating? No, I can't recommend that, sis. Only you would know that. Because you're acne prone, that means you have sensitive skin. And this is why you cannot take everything somebody says. Another person would have been like, well, use coconut oil. And then you use it and boom, your face break out and you're looking like a 16-year-old prepubescent teen. And then you're blaming me, right? No. There are certain things that we have to get it suitable for our body. So, you know, Roxanne, if you know when you use olive oil, your skin breaks out, then you know, process of elimination, don't use it. Now, what I would tell you is, one, you may be using oils too often. If you're not covered, because I have adult acne. My skin may look clear in video because I have a photography light to the side. It gives me a nice glow. No, I have horrible skin. All right, horrible. And at the side of my jawline, I also have keloid skin. So if I don't take care of my acne, I keloid, which is like a double whammy. It's like 2 slaps in the face. All right, good. Because I always, besides the fact I love my hair covered, a lot of you don't cover your hair. So if you put a lot of oils or products, whatever, and while you're sleeping, your hair just swishing all over your face, how do you think you're getting the acne? It's not even the oil per se, is that you have all that greasy shit that's running up on your face. Cover your hair at night, okay? Try to at least, even if you don't like your hair covered, try to keep it in a little scrunchy, keep it off your face, all right? And not only that, just oil your scalp. If you have oils and products on your, even if in the day, because it could be a nice sunny day. Let's pray this disaster, this nightmare goes away and we're back to having some type of normalcy in our lives, and you're out with your kids or your family members, whatever, after the world is cleared of this. God knows how long that's going to take. And your locks blowing in the wind. You have all that product and it's slapping on your face. If you have skin like mine, your skin is going to break out. Right? So it's not what oil you're putting, it's where you're putting the oil. So, and also don't oil too often. You heard me say I don't oil that often. So if you feel the need to be oiling every day, then you're not even letting it absorb, right? Because every time you touch it, you're like, oh, it's dry, let me oil, let me oil. I had a client, she was oiling 2 times a day, every day. I'm like, what the fuck? You got time for that? It's a lot of work, right? So that's what I would tell you, right? Do your process of elimination and see what, if you knew, okay, I tried a new oil, let me say argan oil. I tried that, my skin cleared up for the past 2 weeks, and I tried argan oil, and as soon as I used it, my skin broke out, then you know argan oil causes a reaction, okay? Because for me to answer that would be crazy. I can't answer and tell you what oil works for your skin. One, I'm not a dermatologist or an esthetician. So it's either you find one that can analyze your skin and say, seeing that you're not even talking about a scalp problem, you're talking about a skin problem. It's 2 different things in that sense. You're talking about a face problem. I would say go get a consultation done, or be mindful of keeping your hair wrapped up and not having it swishing based on the length of your hair all over your face. Okay? Good. Hope that answers your question. Roxanne Dustin Harvey. But, okay, so Kendra P. Okay, if I plan to go a long time between retwists, a year or more, is it okay to not separate, or will it cause damage during or after the retwist? I really like the undone look, may eventually fully freeform. I answered that earlier on. Yeah, it's fine. I do my hair once a year. When my mother did my hair, when was it? If you're on my Facebook page, you guys would have seen that when she did my hair last time I was in Georgia. it hasn't been done in a year and a half, right? Just unless you want it to clump together, I answered that before, then fine. At the end of the day, this is your choice. You don't need me to tell you what you want to do, because I know nobody can tell me what I want to do, right? Once I make up my mind, this is how my hair will be, or this is how my life is, and a lot of you look for validation from somebody else. That's why you ask me these questions. Well, if Yanni say it, you want a free form, friggin' go for it. That's the original way of LOCS anyway. If it suits you and it suits your lifestyles, and maybe you're self-employed, I could afford to do this with my hair because I don't work for anyone. I'm not in a professional environment. I'm my own boss. Well, I can fire myself for being loud and cussing? Fuck no. No, I love that shit, right? So if this free-forming suits your lifestyle, then go for it. Kendra. So now I'm talking to you, okay? What I would suggest you do, unless you want to go clumpy like a big can of bananas, every now and then after you do your wash, just from the root, gently, all right? After you oil, gently separate it, and you will be fine. I'm glad you like the nice, thick, disrespectful look. I know it becomes addictive, though, when you see how much hair you could grow when you just leave it alone. But not everybody could afford to do that. Some people have to keep their hair a little bit tidy or presentable, if that's what you want to call it, because of their profession. I get that, okay? So Kendra, you'll be fine, all right? Don't overthink it, please. I hope I did answer your question.